You're getting what? I asked in surprise, just to confirm what I heard was true. I am getting married next week, honey, Dad replied, being completely oblivious to the expression on my face. You have been without a mother for so long. I think Leslie will make a great impact on you. Don't you ever crave for motherly love? He asked. Did I ever say that to you? I was always grateful to you for trying to tackle both the roles in my life, Dad. Please don't turn this on me. Just say that you started feeling lonely and wanted a partner, I retorted. Why would a grown man even bother to ask his child whether they should remarry or not? It was his life and I was happy for him, but him making me and my cravings for a motherly love a reason for him to do so was not something I appreciated. Trust me, little one, Leslie is a great woman, and you have already met her before. She is excited to start a new life with us, he exclaimed happily. I am going back to my room. I need to study for a test. As I walked away, I could hear him calling and talking to his soon-to-be wife. Hey, what are you up to? I couldn't be more bothered about the test. Are you done studying? I already prepared for it a few days ago, but I have something to tell you. Shoot. My dad is getting married next week. Stepmother alert! Have you met her? He says I have, but I'm not sure. He just dropped this bomb on me out of nowhere. The only thing that matters is your dad being happy. I have seen how much he has struggled to raise you. The old man deserves to be happy. How are you feeling about this? I don't know. I am happy for him too, but I feel something in my guts that makes me want to scream and yell at him not to do this. What would you do if you were in my place? Honestly, it would be a little weird to adjust for a while, but later I would come to terms with it. You're right. I should be understanding toward this. But the stepmother feeling doesn't go away. Relax. She will be living with you guys in a few days. Try to create some sort of bond between you and her. I don't think I can, but still, thank you so much, Johnny. I hoped that Dad was right, and Leslie was indeed a good person. Next week, I now pronounce you man and wife. With that, everyone cheered for the new couple, except me. Leslie was his friend, and she met us a few times. Back then, I never knew both of them had something brewing between them. She always gave me weird vibes. I decided to stay as far away from her, so as to not turn out like the damsel in distress daughter when her stepmother would be cruel to her. I had read way too many stories to know the possible outcomes. Elsa, do you mind coming with me? I was pulled out of my thoughts when I saw Leslie standing in front of me. She had a suspicious smile, but I could be hallucinating because of my assumptions about her. Sure. She took me to a secluded room in the venue and turned around, clasping her hands together and smiling brightly. This is the happiest I have ever been. I know you don't like me, but I will try my best to become your friend. Thank you for accepting us. I really mean it, she said. Suddenly, red lights started flickering in my head. This was too good to be true, my gut told me. She definitely had something up her sleeves. I just gave a smile and congratulated her. When we came back home, I left the couple and went to my room, where I jumped on my bed. Weddings were exhausting. It was a new day with my new family. I was looking forward to spending some time with Elsa, so I went to wake her up, but I found an empty room instead. Hi, Elsa, it's Leslie. You must be at school right now, if I am not wrong. Have you taken your lunch? Reply once you see this. Lectures have not started yet, so I am available to talk, but no, I haven't brought lunch with me. I'll share it with my friends. Oh, are you sure you don't want me to bring your lunch? It won't take much time. I will get a chance to meet your friends as well. We actually have a practice later on, so I don't think I will be available then. Thanks for the offer. Okay, eat well. See you at home. Elsa was a hardworking girl. I have known her since she was little. She never troubled Harry and was an obedient and calm child. I knew I could never take her mother's place, which is why I offered for us to be friends. Hey, honey, I have reached. Should I bring you lunch later? Yes, please. I will introduce you to my colleagues at the same time. Sure. By the way, what has Elsa participated in? She said she had some practice, so she would be busy. Practice? She left the choir group a year ago, so I don't think she has participated in anything else since then. Still, I will confirm with her. Okay. You left the choir group, didn't you? Yeah, why? What practice do you have today? Who told you that? Leslie, of course. She must be mistaken. I told her I was going to my friend's house for a project. Is that so? Well, okay, don't be late. I won't. Of course, Leslie. I should have known she would snitch on me. What a great start. I don't want Dad to start doubting me because of her. Why do you have that expression on your face? Donna asked me. What expression? Like you are going to kill somebody. Is it because of your stepmother? I don't think I have ever encountered someone who could get you so pissed off, except her, she said. I don't want to talk about it right now. The day went by and it was time for us to go home. When are you coming home? Harry and I are going to his colleague's party. Do you want us to wait for you? I scoffed at this. I had a feeling that soon they were going to exclude me from everything. I started having an awful amount of gut feelings ever since she came into my life. No need. I am going to a friend's house. Ask Dad to call me once you guys come back. Oh, okay. Have fun with your friend. We won't take long. Harry told me to leave some money for takeout, so feel free to order if you're hungry. Great, thanks. Let's go ice skating at that new place, Donna suggested. It was not a bad idea, honestly, and sounded really good at the moment. The party was for celebrating the colleague's promotion. Even though I was not very much involved and interactive with everyone, Harry and I had a great time together. It was our first party as a married couple, excluding our reception for obvious reasons. Everyone was very welcoming and kind toward me. We decided to leave early and bid our guests. After reaching, we saw that Elsa still had not arrived from her friend's house. It was almost 11, but she was not picking up her phone. Harry told me that it happened often, so he just let her be. He said that he had enough trust in her to not do anything risky or stupid and told me to go to sleep. Elsa, where are you? Why aren't you answering my calls? If you see this, please come home soon. I am worried. Elsa was still young. I could not just go to sleep without worrying about her. I went outside and waited for her to come home. Dad is going to kill me. I kept chanting this while running home. This was the first time I was away from home past 11. Usually, I would come back by 10 or 10:30. After coming back from the rink, Donna and I indeed completed our assignments and then played some video games. Donna's mom, bless her soul, was the one who informed us that it was too late. I checked my phone, and just my luck, it was out of battery. Since I lived close enough, I rushed immediately and ran to my house. I ran so fast that I almost passed it. Heavily panting, I stood there for a while to catch my breath and waited for my vision to clear. I saw someone sitting on the doorstep with their knees in their chest and head laying on them. It was Leslie. Why was she out at this time? I patted her shoulder and woke her up. What are you doing here? What if something happened to you while you were passed out? I asked out of concern. I was still a human with a heart, after all. I was waiting for you, she said as she got up and opened the door. I was worried because you were not home and it was late. You were not even answering your phone. It ran out of a charge, I said. I felt a bit embarrassed, but I also felt a tug at my heart. Had I disappointed her? Why did it hurt when I thought that? I decided to do something that I never imagined I would ever say to her. Apologize. I am sorry. I should have been mindful of the time. She turned around surprised and told me that it was okay. She moved a few strands of hair away from my face and smiled at me. I will make a delicious lunch tomorrow, so please don't leave early. I am sure you will love it. Sleep well, dear. I stood there like a statue for a moment and went to my room. I quickly attached the charger to my phone and switched it on. I had a lot of missed calls and messages from Leslie that I deleted because we had already talked about it. Did you reach? How did it go? Dad was asleep, but Leslie waited for me at the doorstep. I think she waited for too long because when I arrived, she was passed out. Oh, my heart! Not even my own mom does that for me. That was such a thoughtful gesture, Elsa. She really cares for you. Give her a chance. You know, I even apologized. Wow, she is changing you already. I am scared, though. I don't want to get too attached, only to get hurt later. I can't trust her so soon. I also have other reasons for my distance. Like what? Leslie was not the only woman he dated. After Mom's death, it took a long time, but Dad found someone. That woman was absolutely nasty toward me, and he still is not aware of that. I didn't know whether he would trust me or not. She almost broke us apart. But fortunately, Dad found out that she was having an affair and broke it off with her. After Mom, she was the first lady to come into my life. I wanted to get close to her, but she pushed me away every time and insulted me. She even had the nerve to blame me for Mom's death. I am so sorry that happened to you. That woman deserves everything bad that comes her way. But don't you see? Leslie is not the same as her. She is her true self even when your dad is not with you guys. I still need more time. Understandable. Well, I am off to bed. Good night. Good night, Donnie. I obeyed her and waited until the breakfast and lunch were ready. The food looked delicious, and they were just as good in taste. Dad left early due to a meeting, so it was just me and Leslie. The breakfast actually put me in a good mood, and Donna pointed it out. This girl just loved to tease me when it came to Leslie. We talked about an upcoming trip during our lunch. When I opened my box, Donna's eyes widened, and she stared at the food like a hungry beast. Just take it, I say, pushing the box toward her. She devoured it within a couple of minutes and passed the empty box back. Since I had nothing left to eat, she passed me her store-bought sandwich. The day ended and I walked back home. I was humming a random tune, and there was a little bounce in my steps. For what reason? I don't know. Entering my room, I felt that something was different. My gaze went to the statue by my dressing table, which was destroyed. I was devastated. The statue was Mom's gift that she gave me when she was on her deathbed. I was absolutely furious and felt hot tears spilling from my eyes. I slammed the door open and went in search of the culprit. Leslie walked out of her room with a towel wrapped around her head and asked me what was wrong. "Did you do this?" I asked as I showed her the statue. "It was a mistake." I didn't let her complete it and screamed loudly. "How dare you touch my things? Who do you think you are?" I burst out. "No, listen." I wouldn't allow her to continue further. I just kept yelling whatever came to my mind at that moment and ran out of the house. The people looked at me weirdly, but I didn't care. I had nowhere to go except one place. I kneeled before her grave and cried my heart out. The statue was the most precious item that I held dear to my heart. At last, Leslie did hurt me. What have I done so wrong to deserve this, Mom? Why do I always end up suffering? I wish you were still here. I lied down and sobbed until I was exhausted. After some time passed, my phone buzzed in my pocket. "Where are you? Where is Leslie? Why aren't you guys home?" "I am with Mom, and I don't know where that woman is." "Whoa, hey, where are your manners?" "Dad, right now, I could care less about giving respect. I will be home soon." "What happened between you two?" "She broke Mom's statue. Do you need me to say anything in addition?" "Wait, that wasn't her fault. I was searching for something and I accidentally knocked it down." "What? Did you think she did it? Why didn't you ask her before accusing her?" "I don't know. I was not in the right mood set. I will try calling her." I tried, but it went straight to her voicemail. "I am coming home." I made a big mistake. In rage, I crossed my limits and told her things that were never meant to be said. I should have let her finish her sentence before storming out. What if she left and won't come back? I felt like crying again. She was actually a genuine person. I went home and saw Dad stressed out, trying to call her. "I don't know where she is gone. I don't want to lose her, Elsa," he said. I could see that he loved her a lot, which made me feel more guilt. He decided to take his car and go in search of her, for which I offered to join. We couldn't find her anywhere and drove back dejectedly. As I opened the door, I saw her sitting on the couch. "Where were you?" I rushed to her. Dad came in and hugged her. He told her that I made a mistake and that he was apologizing on behalf of me. Since I was there as well, I apologized to her myself. "Don't worry, your emotions were completely justified, which is why I went in search of a statue similar to your mom's gift." She handed me a box. It had the same statue. "I know this won't have the same meaning as your mom's gift, but I hope this would bring you a little comfort. Please forgive us for hurting your sentiments," she said. I clutched the statue close to my chest and looked at her. She was surprised when I pulled her in for a hug. "I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. I am an idiot. Please don't leave me." Leslie patted my head and hugged me tightly. "I won't leave you, love. I will always be there for you." This is when I realized not every stepmother is cruel. She was my Edith Granger.